Why hello, my ghoulish guys and gals. Welcome to the 2020 ZRice Halloween special. Jesus Christ. Well anyways, this being the very first year of the Halloween special, you probably don't know what to expect. Even I don't really know what to expect, but expect big horror debates, costume contests, and so much more. Spooky clips, frightening flicks, and we're just gonna have a whole lot of ghoulish Halloween fun. Well, if you're looking for fun, you've come to the right place. But anyways, let's start with our very first annual costume contest. Now I've heard that we have a lot of contestants signed up and ready to go, so now let's see those spooky costume. What was that? We have one contestant. Okay, one. What? That's better than none. All right, let's send him or her in. Who the heck are you supposed to be?
I'm Michael Myers.
No, you're a hobo and you don't belong here.
Where's my candy?
Candy? What candy?
The winner of the costume contest gets candy.
You know what? Here's your candy. Now leave. Alright? Jesus. He threw a sword at me. Security, get him out of here. Get him out of here. The heck? Freaking hobo's coming onto my show dressed up this one. Oh, sorry about that, folks. Hopefully our Halloween costume contest is better next time around. Huh. Well, anyway, speaking of Michael Myers, though, I just want to get a big old thank you to everyone who has watched our film, Michael Myers vs. Sam. It has just hit 20,000 views, 20,000 big ones, and I just can't be happier. What is that? It has 19,715 views now? Well, we're getting close. If you want to help us get to 20,000 views, I'll put a link in the description down below. Maybe it'll be there, maybe it won't. Who knows? Michael Myers has always had a big impact on me ever since I watched John Carpenter's Halloween in 6th grade. It started me on this path and of collecting all this sorts of memorabilia and stuff. And Halloween it's pretty much my favorite horror film of all time. And the peak of my fandom was when I got to meet the man himself, the man behind the mask, Nick Castle, who played Michael Myers in the original 1978 Halloween. Man, what a cool day that was. I also got this Halloween script signed by a few of the original cast members, including PJ Souls, who plays Linda, Charles Cyphers, who plays Chief Brackett, or Sheriff Brackett, sorry, and John Michael Graham, who plays Bob. All great people, all amazing people, and I can't wait to meet, some more horror icons, once this whole pandemic thing is all over. But enough of Michael Myers. I asked you a couple questions on my Instagram. If you follow me on Instagram, at ZRice Films. I asked you a couple of questions regarding horror films. Not so much trivia, but more of your preference, like, what is your favorite horror film of all time? And a lot of you guys gave some pretty insightful questions. And, answers. I'm so sorry about that. I don't know what I'm doing today. Alright, I'm gonna read out the horror movie related question and then a few of the replies that you guys had. Now the first question is, what is the scariest horror flick you've ever seen? At Santiago replies, Annabelle. Now that is a pretty interesting film, I gotta say. Annabelle, I haven't quite seen it in quite some time, so I kind of forgot what it's about, but it is part of the Conjuring universe, and I'm always a fan of that kind of stuff. Satoridorsk, I'm sorry, I butchered that. If I butcher your Instagram handle, I'm sorry. Replies, Insidious. Insidious is, the story of a young boy who, kind of becomes all possessed by a creature, and there's gonna have to be some kind of, paranormal people that come in, and it's just a pretty creepy film. Sometimes underscore Diego. Oh my, this is Lazy Tiger himself. He replies, scary movies aren't really scary, but when I was young, I was really scared of The Grudge. Now, I agree, The Grudge is quite the film. I have not seen it, so I don't know what I'm talking about. But I have seen The Ring. I need to watch The Grudge. Alright, next question. I asked you, what are some overrated horror films? You know, horror films that, you know, get pushed in this sort of light, but don't quite deserve to be there. At Rower Studios, hey, I know him, replies, Jason Takes Manhattan. Overrated? Jason Takes Manhattan is interesting because gosh, I just watched this documentary called Crystal Lake Memories, which is a 7-hour long documentary about the Friday the 13th franchise, and I actually had a newfound respect for the films after I watched the documentary, because, you know, I went pretty hard on some of the films and, you know, some of my reviews and stuff when I had first watched the original Friday the 13th movies, but after hearing all the insights from all the actors and, you know, the crew members and the directors and stuff, I've had a, you know, newfound appreciation for some of the films, and, you know, maybe some of them, you know, weren't that bad. Maybe they weren't trying to take themselves too seriously. I feel like Jason Takes Manhattan was kind of like one of those. It's just a fun flick that you're supposed to, you know, sit back, relax, and enjoy, not think too much about. Lazy Tiger again replies, It, the new ones. Now I got, excuse me, I thought I was gonna sneeze there. I got a few words to say about the new It films. You know, directed by Andy Muschietti, I think. Sorry, I keep butchering everybody's names here. But, you know, he's a pretty talented guy, and they got a very strong cast in both It, you know, Chapter 1 and Chapter 2. I like number 1 slightly more than the second one. The second one kind of just derailed the whole thing, to be honest. So, you know, not the best horror films. I wish horror films kind of went back to their old roots of the old days, but, you know, that time is long gone now. Films have just taken a completely different turn. Ioni replies, Chucky. Just Chucky. I don't think a film is actually called Chucky. They're all kind of child's play. So I'm wondering, you know, which one do you find overrated? Because there's a great deal of them. Alright, next question. I asked you, what are some underrated horror films? You know, horror films that, you know, might not be as appreciated as some of the other ones. Advunta, I think I said that right, replies, The Exorcist 3, not 2. Not 2. Now, I gotta admit, I haven't quite seen The Exorcist 2 or 3. I've seen the first one, I've seen the original, the OG, but I gotta get around to number 2 and 3. Apparently, according to him, you know, number 3 is pretty good, so I gotta see that. Ayana replies, Bird Box, because everyone calls it overrated, but it has some good messages. Gosh, I thought I was ready for this show. I haven't seen Bird Box either. Jesus Christ, what's wrong with me? I'm spending so much time on watching old horror films, I forgot that, you know, there's also some pretty good new ones that are coming out as well. But I've heard mixed reviews on Bird Box, so I might take your word for it. At Kaylee Consolve replies, The Quiet Place. Yes, you know, Emily Blunt, she deserves some recognition for this film. I mean, her performance is pretty astounding. Her acting is, you know, very superb, and, you know, I can't wait for the new one directed by John Krasinski. Sadly, that got pushed back by like a year and a half, so it's going to be a little while before we see that one. Final question. I asked you, what is your favorite horror film of all time? Of all time! Out of any of the thousands and thousands of horror films that have ever been produced since the beginning of time, I should probably say since the 1920s. Because that's when things really started to get amped up. At CJ Carter 82 replies, The Shining. Gotta love The Shining. I have a Shining shirt, didn't wear it today. I wore Mr. Hitchcock today. The Shining is great. At Amari.Javin replies, all of the Annabelles. I got mixed opinion on the Annabelle films, but if you like it, you know, there's something for everybody in the horror film, you know, community. At JP.Cav, hey, I know that guy, replies, The Exorcist. At YouTube Zoe Donuts replies, The Exorcist or The Shining. Huh. That's interesting. Well, one response that didn't quite have a complete answer was that of Zoe Donuts. She said The Exorcist or The Shining. And, well, you know, she's coming onto the show now to show off a delicious Halloween treat that she made just for us. So, Miss Zoe Donuts. Jesus Christ, how did the table get here? Oh my gosh, hi. It's such an honor meeting you. I mean, seeing you.
Oh, Jesus Christ. My chair is a little broken.
Oh, I should have probably told you that your chair is broken. The leg is just about to come off any day now.
Kind of rocks.
Yeah, you get a small chair because you're the guest, and I get a big one. Let's just sit up a little closer so the whole world can see us. So I heard that you have a special Halloween treat. I am ready to eat some cupcakes or whatever you brought. You know, because I'm very hungry. So.
Well, see, there's no treats.
Oh.
Not.
Is it a trick?
Oh. Wait a minute. No. Yes.
Yes.
Sort of. But I have brought a couple things for you.
Oh, I can't wait.
Hold on. Let me just grab out something quite important.
Oh. I'm jealous of those glasses.
Oh, well, you should be. Here.
Oh my gosh, I get my own as well?
Yes.
This is so cool. It's so nice of you.
Oh, you're
Oh,
welcome.
you wear them like this.
Oh, yes. You gotta wear them down a little bit or else you can't see much because color is very vibrant.
Yes. Zoe Donuts, are you ready to show us what you got so far?
Yes, see, here is
Whoa,
my...
what the heck? You got you got a sword over there.
Yes, okay, ready?
Somebody threw a...
Ah!
Oh, God. What are you doing?
Ah!
What are you doing? Jesus Christ.
And that.
What the heck, kid? What the heck's wrong with you? This is a Halloween thing. You just keep cutting yourself. It's a Halloween show, but it's also a family show. Zoe Donuts, I might have to ask you to leave after all this. This is...
Don't worry. You got pranked.
What do you mean?
Well, see, there, ZRice Films. This is what you call one of my tricks that I have. Here's a little fake sword for you.
Oh.
And this is magic blood powder.
Oh, so you just smear it on you and add some water and there you go?
There you go. Your hand's
Wow.
all bloody.
I just guessed the instructions of that. Wow, that's crazy.
How'd you know?
I don't know. Well, you did trick me for sure, even though we didn't get any treats. I have to ask you, and one of the main reasons why I brought you here, you can keep getting stuff out
yes,
while I ask you. You know, I bet all the fans want to know, you know, what exactly is the best horror film ever made? You said The Shining or The Exorcist, or you're not quite sure. What do you really think is better? Unless you're still not sure.
Well, I really enjoy The Exorcist. Many people
Who
think...
doesn't?
I know, many people find it very terrifying. Or one of the scariest ones ever. I just loved it for all the special effects and everything.
Yes.
And I thought it was absolutely amazing. So I think that might be my favorite, but The Shining's right there because I always find The Shining pretty creepy.
It's very creepy.
It's pretty intense.
There's
at
something
some
about
parts.
it. It's like so unnerving, and all the shots and the symmetry and all this sorts of stuff. What is that you got there? Oh my God!
Here we have two baby heads.
Bringing some weird voodoo into here. Can I see one of them?
Oh yes,
oh,
yes.
Oh my
you may.
gosh! This one kind of looks like the Joker a little bit. It's a little baby Joker.
Just a little bit. These are some of the quick little things I brought. I'm working on a better one right now. These are some old ones that I made quite a bit ago.
Special. That is so cool. So I heard that you want to be a makeup artist one day in the future, possibly.
Ah, yes. I love it. I love doing it on random little things such as cut off baby heads.
Oh.
I'm trying to learn how to do it on people more though.
Oh, that'd be cool.
I'm not good on people.
Well, just like you're slicing yourself, so that's quite something. Is there anything else that you have to share with us today?
The classic camera.
Is that the actual camera you use to film all your YouTube videos with?
This is the same camera.
That's fantastic. And speaking of YouTube videos, Zoe Donuts, fellow YouTuber. Link in the description, maybe, if you want to subscribe to her channel. And, speaking of all of this videos and YouTube stuff, we actually have a new horror movie that we're about to put out together. It's called At Sixes and Sevens, produced by ZRice, directed by yours truly.
Ow, Jesus!
Oh no. Check out a little trailer for it right now. Why, hello. Now the next part of the Halloween special is my Halloween collection. Now come over here, camera person. Sorry, I don't know everybody's name on staff today. Alright, so now here, this is my personal Halloween flicks and tricks. They're just flicks. I think I'm missing a few, but one of them that I highly recommend is this little film right here. It's called Freaks. If you haven't seen it, then you're missing out on a lot of spooky and kooky stuff. It's one of the greatest films I've ever seen. We got some nice horror figures up here that are all laying down because, the lightning here and the thunder keeps striking so hard, it just keeps knocking everything down. I don't know what's wrong with that. We got the nice little Dracula print here. I got that at a convention not too long ago. Autographed from The Walking Dead. Big Walking Dead fan, Got some nice cool figures down here. This Leatherface one came out of his case by himself, or his package by himself. I don't know how he did that. But, ooh, Nightmare Before Christmas. Not exactly a horror, but still spooky nonetheless. If you want to get down with me over here, cameraman, can you still see everything? Sorry, we're filming this at night because at night is when it gets really spooky around here. Alright, hey, look, do you want some Coke? It says Stranger Things on it. I don't know why I still have this. I probably should just drinking that. It's probably a mistake that it's here. Ooh, the greatest horror. I'm just gonna knock everything down. Greatest horror magazine of all time, Fangoria. Lots of cool horror insights in there. We usually go to Halloween Horror Nights every single year. Not every year. We missed 2 years, but just yeah. But anyways, I just want to say thank you for coming and looking at all of my spooky Halloween things. Is that someone calling my phone? I think it is. We'll be right back. Here's a short little clip from one of our horror films. That was a clip from one of our very first, actually it might have been our first horror films here on ZRice Films, this YouTube channel of mine. And actually, we filmed part of the, oh, this is actually the old mask, by the way, that was used in The Night He Came Home. It's still the same mask all these years later, and that movie was filmed quite a while ago. I didn't even have the correct, Michael Myers jumpsuit. I was just wearing a jacket, a black jacket over myself with some jeans and a really fake flimsy little knife that I got somewhere as well. But now, since then, I think our films with Michael Myers have gotten a little bit more, better, because, I can look back at any of my old videos and be like, wow, that was bad. But The Night He Came Home, I think some elements still hold up today. I just hate the way I look in that movie, though. And, man, boy, oh boy, look how old this mask has gotten. Let me see if you guys can see this. Look at that. It is just completely torn apart. I don't know what's happened here. It's just starting to decompose a little bit. But anyways, lots of good memories. from that movie. Had a lot of good time filming that with my whole family. Speaking of a good time, I went down to the local Halloween store down here in San Diego. There's lots of, you know, spirit Halloweens all down here, but one Halloween store in particular, I forgot what it was called, but we had a lot of good fun there. I did a little shooting inside, so take a look at you know, some of the items that we saw there. Zoe, you're summoning evil. What are you doing? Oh! 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 Michael Myers, he looks fake. Had a great time checking out all the cool stuff in Halloween stores. And if you want to see the rest of that vlog, because it is a little bit longer, check the link in the description. Man, there's just going to be so many links down below. Oh, hi. This is just the set where I do all of my, you know, movie reviews and stuff like that. But actually, let me get down on my knees here. Does that look good? The camera look fine? All right. Well, actually, you know, Halloween is just right around the corner. And you want to make sure that your children are protected. And guess what? All you teenagers that are trick-or-treating out there, too, make sure you're protected. Because I know a couple of my friends who still like to go trick-or-treating. You probably never get too old for this sort of thing. So, lots of candy these days are filled with bad things, including, you know, sugar, but not so much sugar as so much razor blades and poisonous things. So I have a Smartie right here. Oh! Oh God! Oh! Oh! Ah! Get him out of here! It's Weird Michael Myers guy! Ah! 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 Get out of here! Go! God! I'm gonna get a weapon! I'm gonna hurt you! God! Ah! 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 Well, that's all the time we have today here on the 2020 ZRice Halloween special, and we had a great old time. We talked to Zoe Donuts, we had a costume contest. We were supposed to have a special performance from the one and only Wet Knife the Rapper, but god dang it, he canceled on us. I gotta get him back one day. Well, anyways, I just want to thank each and every one of you if you've even made it to the video this far. I mean, personally, I don't know if I even would have watched this train wreck of a show, but I just want to thank everybody for watching this and for always supporting my channel. I love each and every single one of you guys, and I just want to say good night and happy Halloween! Happy Halloween! Good night.